So I guess I need to be this close for my face to not be blurry. Jesus. Oh, it's the one person. What happens to BTS? What do you mean? BTS is in the military. All of them. They're gone. And we won't be getting the soonest we'll be getting any kind of BTS member back is in like 6 months when Jin comes back. The rest are coming back like really late. I just wanted to talk about how I guess like I'm just seeing how different people are going to react differently. Like for example, a veteran army like me who has liked them since before they debuted, I welcome this break. Like I'm happy to have this break, so that my wallet can take a break. My wallet can take a break. I don't have to go to Korea several times a year, so it's nice. And now I can go elsewhere, and they would all come back 2025. No, Jin's coming back next year. We're getting Jin and Hovi next year, and then everybody else in 2025. Yeah, if my math is about right. Not sure if it's right now, but I know for sure that Jin's coming back in 6 months, and then Hobi after that, and then everybody else in 2025. And people are saying like, oh, we're gonna get concerts in 2025. I don't think so. Like, I really don't think so. I can't remember which member right now, but one like a couple of the members have 18 months in the military. 18 months, right? So it's 1.5 years. So for the last two members, like Jimin and Jungkook, um, 18 months is give or take. Like some people have it shorter. It used to be longer. So I have Korean male friends who like finished military a long time ago, and they've had military service that lasted like 2 years, and some even longer. So the fact that we're losing them only for 18 months, which is 1.5 years, is like, yes, we should be grateful for that. Um, but yeah, it used to be longer, but now it's a fixed like shorter time, which is great because I feel like 2 years is really a long time, and so many things happen in 2 years, and then you come out of the military, and like let's say like a lot of things have changed, and then you feel like it's the same as like when people go to prison and then they come back out and a lot of things have changed. They're like, what's going on? I don't know what to do anymore. Saddest thing is they may disband in 2027. Where are you getting this information? Uh, like in Jimin's live? Don't be so negative. In Jimin's live, which he did like the day before he left, he was saying that I well, okay, you heard it on Google. I heard it directly from Jimin, who said it in a live. He said that he and the members have already discussed, and they're really looking forward to getting back together. And hi, Olive! It's so nice to see you again. When I started doing this live, I had you in mind, and I was like, I wonder if I'll see Olive today. And you're here! Okay, so Sun Florixes. If you don't watch lives, that's fine, but don't just like listen and believe everything you see on Google, Yeah. So Uh, anyway, why would you think that they're gonna disband? Like, there's been no such actual news in that. Like, people who say that, especially when it's like such an unfounded um piece of news, there's no reason for that. There's no reason for that at all. So let's not talk about disbanding. When Jimin literally in his life said that when they all come back, um, they've already planned for a new album and new music, and they cannot wait to start to perform together and like be in a space with armies again. That's literally what he said. And it's very foolish if they want to disband at a time where it is completely unnecessary, because while you're young, make all the money you can, and then if you want to disband, then do it at a time where your popularity is just waning, where your popularity is declining. That's when you disband. Like, bands like Shinhwa have lasted like 25 years. They have not disbanded. Many people said they may disband in 2027. Why are people planning for things in 2027? That's like years away, you know? So, why would you believe this negative news? Just, you should be believing your own idols. Me, a person who doesn't like you, I don't really watch their lives. I happened to tune in when Jimin was doing his live, and because I was free enough to translate what he was saying, so I was like, okay, I love subtitling like Jimin's lives because he speaks very slowly and clearly. Some people speak really fast and like, or if their voices are deep. I think I've talked about this before. Like, um doing subtitles for like Yoongi is super difficult because his voice is very deep and he doesn't bother to enunciate enough. He speaks really fast and in a kind of a lazy way, and so sometimes I can't hear what the fuck he's saying. So yeah, right? Olive, like, who knows anybody's plans for 2027? So yeah. Okay, but Sunflirk says you are contradicting yourself. Like, you're like, I heard they were disbanding, but then now you're like, but Oko also, like, Blackpink said they were disbanding, but they didn't. Like, come on, just get on the positivity train and let's not believe the negativity unless we have some kind of concrete proof. Anyway, so the title of this live is "What Will You Do in BTS's Absence?" So right now we have about 6 months where we have nobody outside. We have about 6 months until Jin comes back. So during these 6 months, it's gonna be an empty 6 months. Like, I feel their absence. I'm sad, and like, I didn't think I would. When they first announced they were going to the military. So I don't know if you know, but I've stan them. I've been a fan since before they debuted. So it's been a long time, right? It's been more than 10 years, like 10 years ish. Let's say, okay, let's call it 10 years. So it's been a long time. It's been a lot of money. I'm tired. My wallet is tired. So when they were going, then they said we're going to the military. And I'm like, yes, I love you, but I need a break. Thank you. I need this break. And so as soon as like people started going to the military, I was like, yeah, didn't really watch their lives much. Didn't really like like, I'm sorry to say this, but I didn't really like do a lot of like, let's stream every single member's solo music videos and stuff like that. And so I was having a ball, but I think that I was doing it thinking I was happy that I was getting this break, but actually it's because they were not. I mean, they weren't all gone. Like we still had BTS members. Like Jungkook was doing lives all the time, and like, you know, Jin was still like posting and stuff like that. So I didn't really feel anybody's absence. But then 12th December rolled around and Jimin and Jungkook military, and I actually feel the silence. I feel like they left, and like it's you can just feel it. Like it's empty. It feels empty. And then I was walking along in the park and I was listening to music, and Magic Shot came on, and then I started like tearing up, and I was gonna cry in the park, and I was like, why? What is happening? What is happening? It's not. They're not dead. They're just in the military. Why would I be crying? So it surprised myself even that the impact that them leaving, you know, just would affect me like this. I feel so sad. But and then I'm not as excited about the break as I was because it's empty. But it's fine. It's only 6 months, you know. We're still gonna get BTS content in their absence because Hive is gonna post it. And also, I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Um, there are a couple of events going on in Singapore right now, BTS events. And there's another event that's going on in Malaysia, which is the neighboring country to where I live. And it's called the B-Star Verse. I know! Taehyung's lives are so short, and then I don't make it to one of his lives, and then I see another notification pop up, and then later like another notification pop up for his lives. And yeah, Jungkook's karaoke marathons, Jungkook's recipe recommendations, those are so fun. What was I gonna say? Don't I shouldn't be distracted. What was I gonna say? Something about some events. Oh, yes. So, in the neighboring country, Malaysia, there's like this huge, very immersive, very interactive exhibition. It's called the B-Star Verse, and I don't know if you've heard of it, but it is this whole like massive um, experience for armies. And I haven't been yet, but I can tell that this is going to be something better than the recent experiences that Hive has produced for us. Let me tell you, okay? Last year, I went to D Festa. D Festa is like a BTS experience produced by Dispatch. Dispatch, as everybody knows, is a stalker paparazzi type of organization. So they they have all these, like they wait at the airport for BTS to arrive, and then they live stream like their arrivals and stuff like that. Everybody thinks that they're stalker paparazzi, but I don't think they can be that bad because BTS allowed them and created for them exclusive content for their exhibition last year. So I went. The video is up on my channel, actually. I did, exactly. That's what I wanted to talk about. In that same trip to Korea, I went to Hybe's James Jean's Seven Phases BTS exhibition at Hybe Insight. And then that same trip, I also went to the D Festa. I'm looking up because it's there, like the ticket and the pamphlet is there, and I wanted to see what dates it ended in June. So anyway, HYBE exhibition, boring. Like nothing. There was a game that you could play, and I was like, yeah, a game, like really fun. But everywhere else, it was just like, it just didn't feel fun. It just literally felt like you were in a museum, and then you just went to from space to space, with your hands behind your back, and you're like nodding, like, okay, next. Go to the next space. Oh, nice. Next. But then Deep Festa, let me tell you, if you watch that video, you would know. You go into Deep Festa, and the first thing you do is watch a movie, this like really short movie, where BTS pretend no, where there's this like guy who pretends to be like a BTS stalker, and then he has all these like hidden secret files about BTS, and then when he clicks on them on the computer, and then the video comes up, and then you get to see these like exclusive content that he secretly filmed, and then that's the performance videos of the content that BTS filmed exclusively for that dispatch event. And then there were other spaces where you could go in, you take photos. Um, there's like a behind the scenes video of like BTS creating art and having a lot of fun with it. And it was really fun. It felt fun, and the staff felt fun. The staff, even though pictures were not allowed, there's this staff person. I think I've told this story, but if you're new, then I'm sure you don't mind listening to the story again if you've heard it. Staff came up to me, really quietly, and in Korean, she was like, "If you want to take pictures, now's the time. Like, just quickly do it. I'm gonna walk away." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I love her." So, see the difference between dispatch staff and HYBE staff, who like did see me opening my camera in the exhibition, dragged me out of that particular exhibition area and watched me delete my photos. And then once she was satisfied that I had no hidden photos elsewhere in my gallery, then she sent me back in and made everyone watch as I walked the walk of shame back into that exhibition space. So HYBE staff, fucked up, like sadistic. Dispatch staff, super fun. Like it matches the vibe, right? Like the paparazzi vibe. Like, okay, we take photos in secret. You can do it too. Like, I'm just gonna turn a blind eye. I love that. And then so I really think that this exhibition that I'm talking about, called the Beavers in Malaysia, I'm gonna post a video on that, like a separate video on that as well, just so you guys see what it's all about. I've already booked my flight in Malaysia to Malaysia. Like, I found out about the Beavers like 4 days ago, and 2 days ago I booked my flight, and I'm gonna go to the Beavers exhibition on next month, on a weekday, hopefully, where there's not gonna be a lot of people. And let me tell you, there's affordable merch. T-shirts, long sleeve T-shirts, $30. HYBE T-shirts, $65. And then postcard set, 7 postcards, right? Postcard set of all BTS members, $12 for 7. HYBE, each postcard, $12. I don't know, maybe something like that. But whenever you go to anything HYBE, you just keep feeling like they're just ripping you off. What they do is put, and I don't care if you think like I'm dissing the company. I've loved BTS for like 10 years. I've seen how the company has changed into this money hungry, we really don't give a fuck about armies, we only want your money kind of. Oh, okay, Sunflix, thank you very much for coming. Go to sleep. Oh, good lord. Okay, have a good night. Okay, what was I gonna say? So, I put this up on my Instagram. I was saying that for Hybe, it's minimal effort, but they want maximum gain. But for other companies, they do want, like, they put in, I don't know if it's maximum effort, but you can see the effort. And the prices are reasonable. The tickets to this exhibition, they're about $35, which I feel are about the same as Hybe's exhibition prices. But look at the merch, it's a reasonable price, I think. And I'm very excited to buy some merch that I can afford. So I'm gonna put out a separate video for that. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, to answer the question of this live, what will you do in BTS's absence? On one hand, I just want to take a mental break from everything BTS because my life has been like so consumed. Look at my freaking shelf. You can see the BTS logo being repeated over and over and over again. BTS, everything. Everything is BTS. 10 years. I want to take a break, but at the same time, I can't seem to get away. I miss them. There's this hole in my heart. I need them. And in order to look the most army like I can for this event, despite being super broke right now. Yesterday I went shopping online for like purple tops so that I can wear a purple outfit to this exhibition. And like I bought purple ribbon for my hair. Yeah, I already booked my flight. I booked my Airbnb. Yeah. Here I thought I was like, BTS is going on a break. My wallet can go on a break. My mind can go on a break. No, it's not happening yet. But I give myself January. I give myself January to do BTS things. And then, February, March, April, May, I will not. I will just do other things. And like, I don't know. I wanted to say like, oh, maybe I'll stand somewhere else. I can't for the sake of it. Ooh. Speaking of other people, in February I have an Eric Nam concert to go to. I'm super excited about that. Eric Nam, he's so funny. And I mean, on top of having a good voice, he's an excellent entertainer. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah. So what will you do in BTS's absence? You should be answering this question too. Are you answering the question? Oh. You haven't really thought about it? Oh, whoops. If you haven't really thought about it, it just means like, there's not going to be that much of a big difference, huh? I think it's going to be like, I think because I keep doing it, like going to Korea 2 or 3 times a year, it's become like some kind of addiction for me. This year, I only went once and it was so difficult. And I kept thinking about it. It was in the back of my mind all the fucking time. Like, oh my god. It's November and not in Korea. Why? Because usually I'm in Korea in November for like 3 to 5 weeks, but no, I didn't go at all this year because I told myself I wouldn't, and also like when I told people, many people, that I wouldn't be going to Korea for the rest of the year and I wouldn't be going to Korea next year, they laughed in my face. They were like, "Huh, you not go to Korea?" Yeah, I don't think so. And I'm pretty sure they all made bets that I would cave and go. But I refuse. I will not. 2024 will be the year that I don't go to Korea at all. Okay? It will be this year. Hold me to it. Like, make sure you're going to hold me accountable to this. For the first time, besides COVID, for the first time in over 10 years, for the first time since 2011, 12, 11, 12, since 2012, I will not be going to Korea in that whole year. Finally take a break from Twitter. Oh, I've deleted Twitter for like months. Ever since it was changed to X, I just deleted it because I was like, why would I be a part of this madness? I refuse. So yeah, it can be a big change for me. Normally I'm in Korea 2 or 3 times a year. Not going at all, huge change, major change. So it fulfills my goals of taking a break from my wallet and taking a break mentally. But it kind of at first I was like kind of worried. I was like, if I don't go to Korea at all, how will I, practice like my Korean or whatever? But then I forgot that I also teach Korean. So I'm still gonna be speaking it all the fucking time. Why am I worried? Why would I be worried? How ridiculous. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay. Who's the other person that's here? Hello. Hi. What will you do in BTS absence? Other person that's here. Am I blurry to you or does it look normal? Because in my computer it looks really blurry. Okay. So, damn. I'm put my face like right here. Okay, so next week I am going to this to the BTS pop-up store that is going on right now. I can't remember what the pop-up store is called. Is it Space of BTS? They said there was like a photo zone and whatever. I haven't been yet. It's been open for a couple weeks now. But I will. So I will go and I'll make a video of it just so you can see what Space of BTS is like in Singapore. I already did a video for what Space of BTS is like in Korea. It's already up on my channel. It was up like last year. I went and it was highly disappointing. Like the Space of BTS in Korea was a fucking joke. And not only did it take like forever to get there, the shot was tiny, and it basically was like a tiny shop selling leftover shit that didn't get sold on Weverse. So What a waste of my time. It just means that I didn't even want to buy those things from Weverse in the first place. And then here I am at the space of BTS where they're selling the leftover shit that I didn't even want. So why was I there? So yeah. And then, I don't think I got some comments that are those typical like, oh, you can't say like bad things about. I can too say bad things about it. Like I had to spend time and money going to a crappy space. So if I want to call it crap, it's crap. I don't have to love everything associated with BTS, and it's just a fucking shop. Like, come on, I can criticize it if I want. Olive, you are amazing. Like you remember things that went on like months and months ago, and I love you. You're great. I'm so happy you're here, honestly. Okay. So that's the plan, right? Those are the plans that I have for now. Next week, Space of BTS, we'll see if it's good or not. Next month, Beverse, the BTS, I guess it's BTS Universe. And we'll see if that's good or not. And then the rest of the months, no BTS. Like, don't go anywhere BTS. Don't do anything BTS unless it's like videos that you already can watch for free. Let your wallet take a break. Take a mental break. Do something for yourself. I don't know. Do something for yourself. Like, I think it's really sad for the people who like only recently stand BTS. I've recently met so many armies that are these like baby armies. Like recently, every single person that I talk to that's like a new army friend is like, oh, I'm a COVID army, and or they say like I stand them. Like when was it? I think just before they took their break before the military. And then I felt so sorry for them because I mean like you got in at the wrong time, bro. Like why didn't you they've been famous for years before, why didn't you join before that? You know? And yeah, so I feel so sorry for them. But I also disagree with some of the things they say. Like August D is my first BTS concert. No. It's not your first BTS concert. August D is your first August D concert. Okay? So don't delude yourself. I know you love BTS. You love them. And you want to say that you went to a BTS concert, but you didn't. You did not. Because it was not a BTS concert. It was a Minyoongi August D Suga concert. Solo. Okay? So don't tell me it's my first BTS concert. Like, it's just sad. It's just sad. Don't delude yourself. Okay? There's a difference. Like, he did not embark on this like amazing like solo journey for you to still call him BTS. He wanted to be an individual. He wanted to be August D. So why are you saying it's a BTS concert? It's not. When you also, let me tell you, August D ticketing not the same as BTS ticketing. What you experienced for August D ticketing and you thought that was hard? Yeah, you've only touched the tip of the iceberg. It's like 10% of how difficult it is at an actual BTS concert because let me tell you, the people who are not interested in going to August D are the people who are the less than ideal armies. Let's not even call them armies. They're the only vocal line stands or the only maknae line stands. The the Jimin solo stands and the Jungkook solo stands, you should be fucking grateful that they're not interested in the Augusty concerts, because you didn't have to fight them for tickets. And they are the crazy people, make up like 60-70% of the population. So no, you did not go to a BTS concert. You fucking delusional bitches. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm friends with these people and I'm nice to them. I don't agree with the things that they say, but I'm not about to like be all like, oh, I went to a BTS concert. No, you didn't. And then be all mean. And then they're just gonna, I mean, I personally don't think it's mean. I think it's reality. But then they're gonna think I'm mean. So and that creates a lot of unnecessary drama. So what I'm gonna do is start a live and bitch about them behind their backs. That's the best way to go about it. Have I done a live since like when was the last time I did one? I wanted to do live to talk about like the concert that went to Japan. I think maybe I've done that. Yeah, this is the best way to handle it. I a lot of the new armies are just like really sad. You can't even make jokes, about like or like you know how if you know someone, if you've known someone for like a long time, and then you just like affectionately call them an idiot, or just say, hey, oh my god, you're so fucking stupid. I mean, yeah, like you can say that. First of all, BTS is never actually gonna hear it, and second of all, my Instagram is private, so they're never gonna see that. But no, and then they'll just get mad. Oh my god, how dare you say bad things about BTS? And you just hear this like silence where they're like judging me. And I'm like, well, fuck you. Okay, bitch. Like, I think I've known them way longer than you, and they're grown men that can take care of themselves. Like, they don't need you to defend them. It's pathetic. I know, like they get offended by, especially the little girl ones, the little girl armies. I don't even want to call them armies, because they're not. They're just these like fans that are so insane. I don't think I want to call them armies, and they're just so fucking crazy. Um, I saw, I think, what was it? Recently, I think on Instagram. Um, Damn, I can't remember what I said, but right? Like, yeah, I joke with my friends like this too because it's a joke, and it's like a measure of how close you are with someone. If you can say mean things to them and then just be like, "Hey," but they know you don't mean it, and then the next thing you're just like giggling about something else. Like it's normal, you know? I can't remember what I said, but I can't remember what happened, but it was this like crazy thread of like, oh. It was this there was this like BTS post on Instagram that I randomly came across. And then there were these like bunch of comments from Indian armies. You can, I mean, I can tell they're all, I think Asians can recognize other Asians. You can tell from their names that they're Indian. And the reason why I mention a specific like group like that is because, I mean, it's relevant to the story. I'm not like looking to specifically hate on them or whatever. But in this scenario, it was this bunch of who are saying like all Korean armies are terrible and they're stalkers and awful and they should stay away from BTS. And I was like, what the fuck? And then joining in with them are American armies, and you can tell that they're American, specifically because then they start like saying where they're from. And like I don't get it. Who the fuck are you to criticize Korean armies? Listen, there are stalkers. Stalkers exist in every community. You can't say that only the Korean armies are like terrible or stalkers. Are you fucking kidding me? And they were saying like, oh, I remember the post now. It was a clip from the live that Namjoon did with Taeyong and Jimin and Jungkook. And Namjoon said in English. First he said in Korean like, so you know, it's gonna be a private thing. Like, please, Army, like, don't come and send us off. And then he said it in English. So he said it twice. He basically he repeated like, don't come. Okay. First of all, if he only meant it for Korean armies because he thinks Korean armies are stalkers and awful, why would he say it in English? Okay? Why would he say it in English? I don't get it. Are you fucking stupid? The English is there for everyone. Okay? Don't be a fucking idiot. He said it in English. Also, let me tell you, K armies are the sweetest. A lot of them are misunderstood. I'm sure stalkers exist. I'm sure sasaengs and stalkers, yeah. They exist in every community. I'm sure they exist, but I think that the more famous stalkers that get misunderstood for Korean armies are because they are from China, but they live in Korea. And they do fucking weird things in order to try to get close to BTS or to gain BTS's attention. And like, I remember there was this one girl, this very famous girl, stalker, sasaeng type person. She's called the No Pants Girl. I think I've talked about this in one of my previous lives, and I showed a picture and everything. She's known as the No Pants Girl because she wore a skirt that was so unbelievably short, along with like some kind of school uniform thing. And then she ran up next to Jungkook and like tried to put her arm around his to try and make it seem like they were something, so that when paparazzi or people were snapping photos, it would look like, you know, he was with a girlfriend or something. So she crafted that moment. That sasaeng, she's not even Korean. She's I can't remember, was it she Vietnamese or Chinese or something like that. But they all look, you know, Chinese, Vietnamese, the fair ones, then the fair Chinese ones. They can pass for Korean to an untrained eye, to someone who is unfamiliar with all of these, or you're not even like very exposed to these different groups of people, these different nationalities. You won't be able to tell the difference. So that's the thing. How can anyone say that Korean armies are the worst? They don't deserve BTS? No. Korean armies are the foundation of the rest of us armies. They lift the rest of us up. They hold the fort. So don't say this. Don't be ridiculous. If BTS didn't love their Korean armies, why is it that like at like Jungkook's recent event in Korea, you know, he prepared like perfumes, like roses, you know, for the people who attended, we sure the people were largely Korean, you know, because the event was announced at such short notice. It's not like the international armies could just like easily go over. and fly over or whatever, and you had to like win the opportunity to attend and things like that, because you know it was based on how many albums you bought and stuff. So yeah, why would BTS prepare these sorts of things at these events if they didn't love Korean armies? And I'm sure they know them best. Why would you just like dismiss Korean armies like this? And there was this another girl, this American girl, was also, she started the whole thread about how Korean armies are the worst. Like, really? An American saying that Korean armies are the worst? Oh my god. Like, don't even get me started on all the ridiculous, disgusting, like, sexualization done towards BTS. I think American armies do that the most. And I don't know. Like, I have bad things to say about like every group, but still, I don't want to have to think of any right now. It just doesn't straight away come to mind because I don't go around criticizing like different nationality armies like off the top of my head, or just like spend time hating on groups. I don't get it. Why would you hate on Korean armies? That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. So that was the recent experience that I had. I try to stay away from BTS pages on my Instagram, like, because I just don't want to see these types of comments. They enrage me a lot. Okay, I've talked for 47 minutes. Normally, actually, I exceed an hour, but right now it feels like I'm running out of things to say. But, you know, 5 people. If you guys are here and you can let you hear the things that I'm saying, please answer the question that is in the title. What are you going to do in BTS's absence? Have you been spending money on BTS merch, to do BTS things, to go to concerts? Now that they're on a break, you get to be on a break. Are you happy about it? I know I am. So yeah, but also in BTS's absence, I plan to rewatch a lot of things, like all the Bon Voyages. I especially love the Bon Voyage. That's like the New Zealand season. So season 4. That's great. I really hope they do another one. But you know, I'm very excited for the Jimin and Jungkook content that's coming up. They took a trip together and they filmed a bunch of stuff, so that those vlogs should be very interesting. Yeah, people, why aren't you talking? Look at Olive. Olive's so interactive. I'm so grateful for her. There's no wrong answer. Just tell me. Tell me. What will you be doing in BTS's absence? It's supposed to be an interactive experience, this live. Ooh. If you haven't liked the live, please do. I would totally appreciate it. Please, please. Yes, catch up on a bunch of their content. They have like a whole bunch of like lives that I haven't watched. I want to rewatch all the Run BTS episodes from like episode 1 all the way to like 300 something. Those are the best, honestly. Have I shown you my shelf? Like, don't you think it's like fantastic? You want to see my shelf? Like, have you seen my little Army Bomb collection? I've got all the different versions of Army Bombs. But you know, I'll do like a proper like room tour like thing another time. Look at all of this. One of my friends from the Philippines So I had the RJ one, which I bought in Korea, but I didn't manage to get the rest. But my friend from the Philippines, Tiffany, she she bought all the other. She bought so many McDonald's meals because you can only get one figure per one McDonald's meal. She bought so many. She bought an 8, so many meals, just to give me the rest of the figures. She gave me 6, and she sent them from Philippines to Singapore in a little box. I love her. She's such a great person. Yeah, I have them in a case because they kept getting knocked over, and I didn't want them to collect dust, so I have them in a case. And if I go to a concert, I'll just like take them out. And they're very unstable. You see how they're shaking already and keep falling over if I don't put them in the case. So yeah. Should I do a room tour another time? Not this time. My floor is a little is not that clean. So yeah. I don't think I've really shown you guys like all my newer stuff that I have, or rather my new room arrangements. One of my frames fell off the wall, and I was really sad about that. And it's this frame. Let me show you. He hates me. He fell off the wall. No, you know what? I don't think he hates me. I think it's what's underneath that hates me. I'm pretty sure you remember that I used to complain about this Namjoon picture that was on the wall. That would just that because he's looking at the camera, right? So if you look at the picture, it looks like he's looking at you. So if I sit in my chair and I'm like watching stuff, or if I like scratch my head or pick my nose, and I feel like Namjoon's like judging me, right? So I was like, I hate this Namjoon picture. So what I did was I pasted this Jungkook picture over the Namjoon picture, just so he would stop staring. And I love this because Jungkook looks up and he doesn't look at me, so I'm fine. But I think Namjoon must have been mad about that because he fell off the wall. None of my frames have fallen off the wall, so it's karma. Nice chair. You like my chair? It's a T1 chair. You know T1, the League of Legends team? They won Worlds like recently. I was so happy. So T1 is I mean, if for not you, Olive, but other people, if you don't know who T1 is, they're on 2 episodes of Run BTS. They played computer games with BTS, and they were really fun. And Faker, I love him, so I was ecstatic when I bought the chair because everything Korean gives you photo cards. Even like a gaming team that's not idols. When I bought this chair, I got like 2 photo cards, and they were my 2 favorite players from the team. So I love that. I love that. Like for no reason. I didn't even expect it. I This chair is super comfortable. It's very very expensive, but the T1 players have this chair. They sit in this chair. I've seen them in their lives sitting in this chair. So we have the same chair. Yeah, I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. But I mean, this chair is super comfortable. I've fallen asleep in it because you can lean back like pretty far, and I've got a little footrest under my desk, and you can adjust like the armrests and stuff and everything to your height. It's fantastic. I love it. So I will clean my floor so that I can do a room tour soon and show you all my like BTS themed stuff and also BT21 themed stuff because like I'm gonna get my mouse. My mouse and then like everything that I have here. This is a packet of coffee, by the way. BTS coffee. My whole desk is RJ themed. And then on my PC I've got little like other BT21 figurines and stuff. Yeah. Because, you know, when COVID rolled around, I was supposed to go to New Zealand to do like the BTS Bon Voyage season 4. We were supposed to copy that, me and 3 other army friends. But then when COVID rolled around, like our tickets and everything got canceled and refunded. So I had a bunch of money and nowhere to go. So I did a room revamp, and so my whole desk is like RJ themed, and you know, bought like these shelves and everything. I think I spent like everything on this desk is like maybe $400. Look, maybe it sounds like a lot, but you know, if you sit at your desk and it is the desk of your dreams, you feel really happy. And can't put a price on that, can you? It's coffee. Yeah. When Proof was released, I was in Korea at the time, and there's a little shop that is across from Hybe, the Hybe building. It's a little tiny shop that sells coffee, and it's owned by an army. She sells coffee and other little cute little knickknacks. It's owned by an army. So on that day, when Proof was about to release, I think it was released at like some weird timing, like 12 to 2 p.m. or something like that. I was at the Hybe building, and my friends, I just bumped into other people who were also army, so we were just walking around, and then like we kind of got invited into this like viewing party with a bunch of Korean armies. See, Korean armies are the nicest. Okay, whoever was the bitch that said Korean armies are terrible and don't deserve BTS, you should fuck off and die. So anyway, so she gave us this coffee. I haven't opened it, but I got another one that had a different like album logo on it. I gave it to my friend. She made the coffee and drank it, and she said it wasn't very good. So I was like, okay, I'm never opening this one. I don't even drink coffee, so I'm just gonna keep it in the pack and put it on display on my desk. So yeah, my desk has a lot of unnecessary. There's other things that you can drink also, like lemon. Oh, why is it Yoongi? It's not Namjoon? I am surprised. I have a whole bunch of these. I'm surprised that it's Yoongi. Well, okay. Okay. So, I want to do lives more often, and I promise I will. I'm very free this December, and BTS is gone. So nobody will be doing like surprise lives, take up my night, or anything like that. So yes, I will do lives more often, interact with you guys more often. I really want to. There's a bunch of new followers that I have on this channel that have seen like my BTS videos, but they don't know, you know, how often I go to Korea, like the Korean content that I make, and I want to reintroduce all of that. And also at the same time, maybe repost some of my fan cams that got taken down by YouTube previously. So, thanks so much for coming and watching, and for Olive, who I'm always very thankful. Olive, why do you not follow me on Instagram? Do you? Because then we could be interacting more often. Well, because I don't know if you know, but my Instagram got like deleted in the middle earlier this year. You are on my Instagram? Who are you? It's a very small Instagram now. That's really sad. It's only like 100 people on it. And I can't find all the rest of the thousands who used to follow me because my Instagram got deleted. You do follow me? Okay, for the new people that are here, if you want to follow me and you want to follow me silently and never ever comment or... Okay, so you just want to remain anonymous then? Okay then, that's fine. Oh, what is my Instagram? Wait. Is it this? I think. The most unoriginal. I mean, okay. Recently somebody asked me what my name was. No, recently somebody told me that their bias was J-Hope. And then I was like, oh. But how do you not know that my name means J-Hope? Because J, and the Himangi means hope. J-Hope. And then she didn't react. She just left me on read. And I feel sad about that. Maybe she hates me. I don't know. So yeah. So people, thanks for coming. And thanks for liking the lives like I asked. It's okay that you didn't answer my questions. It's okay if you didn't want to talk to me. But just so you know, if you're here and you're listening to the things I say and you do enjoy the things that I say and you feel like we're on the same page, or actually, if you want to go into some kind of discussion with me, I welcome it. I'm only mean to the people that are not here. That are not in this life. Like, for example, the crazy people that say they've been to a BTS concert when it was an August D concert. So I mean to those people because they're delusional and it's not a BTS concert. So, okay, don't be shy. If this was your first live with me, hey, welcome. And I'll be doing so much more. And then maybe by the next live, you'll want to talk to me. I'm so nice. Look at Olive. Look at how Olive is having a good time interacting with me. She's great. You're great. Thanks for being here and watching. Don't forget that next week I'll be going to the BTS pop-up store, Space of BTS, and I will be doing direct comparisons with the crap one in Seoul, and I'm hoping the Singapore one will be better. And yeah, I'll be doing lives more often, I promise. I absolutely promise. Okay, it's because previously I was like, I gained weight, I look all fat and shit, and I was like, no, I don't want to do a live because I'm just gonna look like crap. But then, you know, no weight was lost, and I can't keep waiting forever to be thin. So I'm like, okay, fine. People will accept me looking like this. It's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna do lives. It's okay. People don't need to like me for my looks. People like me for my personality. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next time. I love you. I mean it. Thank you for being here. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll think of something to talk about. I always have something to talk about. Or if you think there's something I should talk about, then you tell me what to talk about. Okay? Bye. Bye, Olive.